In this video, I'll talk about arithmetic operations performed on binary numbers. The arithmetic operations that we'll discuss here are addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. First, let's look at binary addition. When we do binary addition, there are certain rules to follow. 0 plus 0 is sum 0, 0 plus 1 is 1, 1 plus 0 is 1, 1 plus 1 is 1, 0. Here, sum is 0 and carry is 1. And 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 1, 1. In this case, sum is 1 and carry is also 1. Let's work out an example to understand binary addition. And we want to add these numbers. We start adding from the rightmost digits. Here, 0 plus 1 gives 1. 1 plus 1 gives 0 with a carry of 1. 1 plus 1 is 0 and a carry of 1. 1 plus 1 plus 1 is sum 1 and a carry of 1. 1, 0 and 0 give sum of 1. 0, 1 is 1 and 1, 0 is 1. So 1111.001 is the summation of these two binary numbers. Let's do one more example, slightly more complex, with 3-number addition. We start from the rightmost digit. 0, 1 plus 1 gives sum of 0 and a carry of 1. 1, 1, 1 gives sum of 1 and a carry of 1. 1 plus 1 is sum 0 and a carry of 1. 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 will be a binary summation 1, 0, 0. So we put sum as 0 and the carry at this place is 1. At this digit, we add 0 plus 1. Summation is 1. 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 1 with a carry 1. 1 plus 1 is sum 0 and a carry of 1. Now we will see how to do subtraction. First, the rules of subtraction. 0 minus 0 is 0, 1 minus 0 is 1, and 1 minus 1 is 0. 0 minus 1 gives 1, where we borrow 1 from the next higher bit. Let's do an example to understand binary subtraction. We start doing subtraction from the rightmost bit. Also, we can borrow a bit from the next higher bit if required. So let's start from here. We have to subtract 1 from a 0. To do that, we borrow a 1 from the next higher bit. Since the base is 2, we get a 2 over here. 2 minus 1 is 1. After borrowing 1 from here, we are left with 0. We have to subtract a 1 from 0, so we do borrow again. And now we have a 2 minus 1 is 1. Over here, we have 0 minus 0, 0. 1 minus 1, 0. 0 minus 0 is 0. Again, at this place, we have to borrow 1 from this next higher position. And then we have 2 minus 1 is 1. 0 minus 0 is 0. After subtraction, we'll look into multiplication. Here are the rules. 0 times 0 is 0. 1 times 0 is 0. 1 times 1 is 1. And 0 times 1 is 0. In binary multiplication, similar to the decimal multiplication that we learn in school, we multiply each bit of one binary number to each bit of another binary number. And then we add the partial products to obtain the final product. We first multiply the rightmost bit of the second number, which is a 1, to each bit of the first number. And we obtain this partial product. Then we shift the partial product by next digit by 1 position to the left. And we keep progressing in this fashion. Finally, we sum up all these partial products and obtain the final product. Since we have 4 digits over here after the decimal in total, we add a decimal after 4 digits. And this is the final product of these two binary numbers. Now let's talk about the binary division. First, let's identify the 4 parts of a division. Dividend, it is a number that is divided by the divisor. Divisor, divisor is a factor that divides the dividend. Quotient, it's the result obtained by the division operation. And remainder, it's the number that is left behind after completing the division operation. The rules of division: 1 divided by 1 is 1 with remainder 0. 0 divided by 1 is 0 with remainder 0. 0 divided by 0 is undefined. And 1 divided by 0 is also undefined. We see that the result is always undefined whenever the divisor is 0. Let's do an example to understand division operation. Here 1010.101 is the dividend and 10.1 is divisor. We get rid of decimal number and the divisor becomes 10100 and the dividend is 1010101. And then we do a long division. If we take the first 5 digits, we can subtract the divisor one time from it and the remainder is 1. Then we copy over the next digit, which is 0, and check if we can subtract the divisor from here. But no, so we add a 0 in quotient and copy over the next digit, which is a 1. We check again if we can subtract the divisor from remainder. No, not yet. So we add a 0 again in quotient and add a decimal point. We add a 0 in remainder and check again if we can subtract. No, not yet. So we add a 0 again in quotient and add a new one in remainder. And now at this point, we can subtract the divisor one time from the remainder. So the result of this division operation is quotient of 100.01 and a remainder 0. So this was an overview of the basic arithmetic operations on binary numbers. Thanks for watching.